Good, all right. So let's take some time to settle and arrive. And just drop into the back body. And as you drop into the back body, feel that support underneath you. And just begin to allow all that busyness in the mind to settle. And as we soften the mind, the muscles too begin to soften. And it's said that when there's agitation in the mind, that there'll be agitation in the body. And yet we cultivate the body in order to cultivate the mind. So we think about the whole body, physically, mentally, and emotionally. And as you allow everything to settle, become conscious of your breath. Begin to notice the breath. And as the breath slows down, the mind too begins to slow down. And we breathe in through the nose and out from the nose. The nose is for breathing, the mouth is for eating. And we begin to invite the breath down into the belly. And again, this allows all the busyness in the head to begin to drop down into the body so that there's a sense of being embodied. And as we breathe into the belly, that gentle release of the diaphragm, that sense of that soft, boneless belly, and it's said that as we improve the quality of our breath, that we naturally begin to improve the quality of our life. So with that in mind, we'll work with the three parts to the breath. So the first part is the breath in the belly. Inhaling, the belly rises. Exhaling, the belly falls. And then the second part is where we take the breath into the belly and then up into the mid-chest. And then breathe out, back, out from the belly. So the first two stages, first stage breath in the belly, second stage up to the mid-chest, and the rib cage expands wide. And then breathe out, rib cage, back out from the belly. So belly, mid-chest as you breathe in, mid-chest, belly as you breathe out. And there's no forcing of the breath. The breath works in a very fluid manner. It's very soft. And if it feels okay to do so, moving up to the three parts to the breath, where we take the breath into the belly, and then into the mid-chest, and then into the upper chest, and then breathe out from the upper chest, mid-chest, and then back to the belly. So work in a way that feels comfortable. Feel the expansion of the rib cage as you breathe into the mid-chest. Feel the expansioning and opening of the collarbones as you breathe into the upper chest. And then breathing out upper chest, mid-chest, and back to the belly. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. And for those happy to include the Ujjayi control at the throat, please do so. It slows the breath even further. Closing the back of the throat slightly. Helps to soothe the nervous system. So 3 parts to the breath without any forcing, any struggle. Each inhalation, there's a nourishing. And with each exhalation, there's a release. Let's take one more breath in this way. And when you've completed your next out breath, return to your natural breath. And just notice how you feel. So there's a sense of returning to stillness. And then the invitation is to repeat that and include the arms. So we start with the arms down beside the body with the palms facing in. As you inhale into the belly rises and the arms come a little way up. As you inhale into the mid-chest, the arms come a little bit further. And as you inhale into the upper chest, the arms go all the way back overhead. And you pause the breath here. And then breathing out, upper chest, mid-chest, and then out from the belly. So when the breath arrives, breathe into the belly, raise the arms up, mid-chest, ribcage expands, upper chest, lift the collarbones, breathing out upper chest, mid-chest, and then back to the belly. So feel the mind, the body, the breath working as one. Notice any tendency to lift the chin. Be completely absorbed in the movement and the breath. Keep the fingers nice and alive so that you're working into those intercostal muscles between the ribs. So it's a sense of nourishing as we breathe in, that vital energy that tends to become low at this time of the year. Let's take one more round in this way. Deep inhale, working into the fingers. Pause the breath to calm the mind. Breathing out. And when the arms next return back down beside the body, just pause there. Feel the belly soft. And then the invitation is to take that into the bridge. So removing any socks on your feet at this junction. Have the ankles underneath the knees. The knees are separate. Feet in line with sitting bones. Start with the arms down beside you. So as we give to the feet and the inhalation arrives, inhale, lift the hips as you take the breath into the belly and the arms come up. Inhale, deepen that backward bend as you take the breath into the mid-chest. And take the arms all the way back as you breathe into the upper chest. And the palms can face the ceiling, the backs of the hands in contact with the ground if that feels comfortable. And then when you breathe out upper chest, mid-chest, and then return back to the belly. So work in your own time. Work with your breath. Expand the lungs, expand the ribcage. And the lungs are one of the areas that are impacted by grief and sadness as we journey through this life, and we'll all be impacted with that at some stage or another. So when we work in this way, we're strengthening the lungs. We're allowing the lungs to expand. And it's said that the quality of our breath has a real impact on the quality of our life. And notice how the body responds to the breath and to the movement. These backward bends that bring energy into the body. Lift the hips, lift the heart. But really feel the ground underneath the feet. Rolling down through the spine, vertebra by vertebra. One final time in this way. And when you roll down through your bridge, bring the right knee in towards you, bring the left knee in to meet it, interlace the fingers if you're able to, and just pause here. A little bit of release into the lower back. As you breathe out, the thighs naturally come in towards the belly, the shoulders are soft. Hey. The breaths out through the mouth. Just releasing anything you no longer need, just let it go. Soften into the back body. Feel supported. And then gently holding onto the right knee and slowly extend the left leg long from the belly. And relax both feet to begin with, and just allow that right knee to come in towards you. Notice how it feels on that right side. And keeping the shoulders relaxed and keeping that right knee where it is, I'm going to raise the left leg, but again in 3 stages. So we inhale, raise the left leg up, breathing into the belly, breathing into the mid-chest, breathing into the upper chest, and then exhale, breathing out, upper chest, mid-chest, and then back to the belly. So when the in-breath arrives, raise the leg, a little bit higher, a little bit higher, and then work into that heel of the foot as you lower the leg back down. Feel the connection with the ground between lifts. And there's a sense of the heaviness of the leg as you raise the leg up. You might find it becomes a little bit lighter. Let's take one more lift on this side, waking up the stomach on this side. And then exhale. And then release the right leg long in Shavasana. Shake the legs out. Turn the palms up towards the sky. Inhale into the belly. And exhale. Exhale completely. Inhaling deeply. And exhale. Exhale completely. Bring both feet onto the mat and bring the left knee in towards you. And just gently ease the left knee towards you. Hey, just softening, just loosening up on that left side. Without tightening the shoulders, no striving, no pushing with the body. And then from the belly, just gently extend the right leg long. Drop the back of the right knee down. And then in your own time, and when it feels okay to do so, 3 parts of the breath. Inhale into the belly as you raise the leg. Inhale mid-chest, rib cage expands. Inhale fully. And then exhale, extend the heel down and away. Just pause at the end of the out-breath. Deep inhale. Inhale more fully. Inhale completely. Exhale, upper chest, mid-chest, and the belly. And notice that as you breathe in and raise the leg, that the diaphragm moves down. Breathing out. As if the diaphragm's moving in the opposite direction. Next time that you raise the leg up, pause it there and bring that knee in towards the chest, back into Apanasana. And just pause here, again in Apanasana. Softening. And then inhale, take both arms back overhead, extend both legs up. Belly, mid-chest, upper chest, and breathe out, upper chest, mid-chest, back to the belly. 3 times in this way. Inhale, extend, lengthen and open. And breathing out, and softening. One more time, breathing in. From the belly, the limbs extend. And then back into Apanasana. Then just drop the feet down into semi-supine and return the arms back down beside you. And then we'll do a little bit of strengthening work, and we'll work with the breath in 2 ways. So we can notice how things change when we change the breath. So we'll start with the hands on the thighs and the fingers pointing towards the knees. The chin's drawn in. As you take the breath into the belly, slide the hands a little way up, raising the head. Into the mid-chest, a little bit further, into the upper chest, higher still. And then breathe out, upper chest, mid-chest, and belly. Relax the neck. Twice more in this way. Inhale. Engage the belly, mid-chest, upper chest. Breathe out, upper chest, mid-chest, and belly. One more time, breathing in. Slide the hands. And breathing out. And just release the arms down beside you momentarily and allow the head to roll from side to side to ease out the neck. And then center the head. Return the hands back onto the thighs. And this time we're coming up on the out breath. So we inhale, belly, mid-chest, upper chest. Breathe out, upper chest, mid-chest, and then out from the belly. Breathe in with control. Slide the hands back down. Breathe out. Navel towards the spine. Can also include the Mula Bandha here. The root lock. And final time. And when you return the arms back down beside you, and again, drop into the back body very gently. Allow the head to roll from side to side, as if someone was rolling it for you. There's very little effort involved here. And then center. And then again, move back into Uttanasana. Bring the right knee in, left knee into it. And we'll do a little bit of work, deeper work on the hips here. So placing the hands on the knees with the fingers pointing towards the feet, and then separate them and circle them in opposite directions. And the hands are very light and the shoulders are fluid, soft, movement coming from the belly. Back of the waist drops down. And then the other way. And when the hips are tight, it's said that it not only impacts on the lower back, but it also has an impact on the knees. So it's helpful to keep this area nice and fluid. Let's take one more round in this way. And then hold the outside of the knees and just very gently encourage them to become a little bit more wide. Again, there's that dropping into the back body. If the knees complain, you can always take the hands underneath the backs of the knees, so you're listening to what feels right. And then when you bring the knees back into the center, the left foot comes down onto the mat and the right ankle comes onto the left thigh. If you're protecting your knee, keep the foot up high to the knee. If you're happy to work that knee a little bit more strong, then bring the heel in towards the groin. And very gently, with the right hand, encourage that right knee away. So begin to open up that right hip. Now, for some of us, this might be enough, so we'll just maintain this movement, work on this movement, loosening the hip. But if you're happy to take it further, if the knee allows, plant both hands on the ground and slowly bring the left foot up. And notice how it feels to bring the left knee towards you and the right knee moving away from you. And again, for some of us, that might be far enough. But if you're taking it further, raise the head up, take the right hand through and link with the left hand, and then slowly return the head back down. And the hands can be behind the thighs or in front of the shin. Keeping the back of the neck nice and long. And take the breath into the right buttock now. Ease off if it doesn't feel right. Breathing into that right buttock, breathing out from the right buttock. Good. One more breath here. And then lower that left foot down. Give the right knee a hug. Plant the right foot down. Take the arms a little away from the body and windscreen wipe the knees from side to side. Just to ease out the lower back. And then the other side, bring the left knee in. Give the left knee a hug. Bring the left foot, left ankle onto the right thigh. Notice how it feels. If there's any tightness, you just work with the fingers, massaging into the tops of the thighs. Gently encourage the knee away very lightly with the left palm. If you're taking it further, both hands come down. And as you breathe out, the right knee moves towards you, the left knee moves away from you. Breathing into the lower back. And then if you're happy to take it further, bring the head up, take the left hand through, clasp behind the back of the right thigh, soften back into the posture. As you breathe out, take the breath into the left buttock, left sacroiliac joint, using the out-breath to soften and release. Let's take one more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. When you come out of it, place the right foot down, give the left knee a hug. Plant the left foot down, and again windscreen wipe the knees from side to side. And then when you center, bring both knees together, widen the feet, and just pause there to counterpose that opening, that external rotation. Breath in the belly soft. Breathing out. Notice sensations. Dropping into the back body. And then bring the feet together. Bring the knees in towards the chest and just hook one foot underneath the other. So the ankle goes around, just hooks the foot. And then clasp the hands underneath the back of the head and allow the elbows to drop out to the side so the chest is lifted and open. And then with control, inhale into the belly. And as you breathe out, take both knees over to one side with control, just as far as feels comfortable to do so, and root down through the opposite elbow, opposite shoulder blade. And then deep inhale back into the belly, center, and exhale to the opposite side. Just notice how it feels. Engage the belly. With each out breath, maybe the feet come a little bit further down towards the ground. And when you come back to the center, unhook the feet the opposite way. Root down, opposite shoulder blade, opposite elbow to ground you. And when you've next taken the knees equally from side to side, come back into the center, drop the feet down, bring the ankles together, knees together, release the arms out to shoulder level. Palms can be up or they can be down. Inhale into the belly, exhale, knees all the way over, head opposite direction to the knees. Inhale into the center. As you breathe out, lengthen through the side body, lifting the hip. Have that sense of release through the side body. Have that sense of release through the belly. Root down through the hands. Use the ground. Long out breath. Just releasing from those abdominal organs, breathing out, detoxifying. Let's take one more round in this way. And then when you return back to the center, return back into semi-supine position. Separate the feet. Take some resting breaths here. Return the breath to the belly. Soften around the eyes. And the next invitation is to come up into the bridge which we've prepared for and hold that lift. Now for some people, when they come up into the bridge, they take the arms back overhead. Or the other suggestion is to take the arms underneath the body, to roll the upper shoulders in, to draw the elbows towards each other, interlace the fingers, encourage the hands towards the feet. So you have that support of the arms, support of the fingers. The chest and the chin come together. Use the ground underneath the feet. So strengthening the back body nice and strong, front of the body nice and soft. Notice what's happened to the breath. Keep the breath slow and steady. The knees over the ankles. Root down through the big toe joints. Good. Let's take one more breath in. And when you come down, release the hands. Slowly return the spine down, vertebra by vertebra, all the way down through the tailbone. Bring one knee towards you, opposite knee towards you. And circle the ankles to unlock the ankles. Spread the toes. Opposite way. And then drop the feet down and take some breaths. Good. And then roll up or roll over onto your side to come up to sit. Good. Come to sit in a nice cross-legged position. So sitting on blankets or something with a little bit of height. The spine's nice and upright. So it might be said that in times when things are somewhat chaotic, as we find them now, that what can be helpful is to go within. And so we can use the breath with this. And one of the breaths that's helpful is the Ujjayi breath. So have a nice upright spine. Have the tongue sitting on the roof of the mouth. And just gently begin to take the breath in through the nostrils into the lungs, as if you were bypassing the throat. And it creates that little reverberation in the throat. Takes a little bit of getting used to. So when we begin with our Ujjayi breath, we might find that we splutter, either on the in-breath or the out-breath. But allow this breath to calm the nervous system, to be soothing. And there's always a place within each of us that's still, that's quiet, that's beyond the busyness of the mind. In each and every one of us. And it's like a refuge. It's a place that we return to, that we become familiar with when we're overwhelmed or agitated. Good. Let's take one more breath in this way. And then as you breathe out, just slowly release the legs and bring the soles of the feet together. And just allow the knees to go out to the side, and that little butterfly movement through the hips. And then bring that right foot up and just gently hold the right foot so we've got a little bit. Take both hands underneath it so they come underneath the body. That's it. And there's a little bit of movement here out to the side. The spine stays nice and upright, shoulder blades down the back. And then release that foot down and other side, bring the foot up. And then back. And if you come into easy pose, Sukhasana, bring one heel in towards the groin and the opposite heel lines up in front of it. Sukhasana, easy pose. And this might allow for a more upright spine. And if that doesn't feel comfortable, come out of it in whatever way feels right. So then we turn, and we know that when we turn, the head wants to lead. So we take the right hand back, the left hand on the right knee, and slowly begin to turn from the tailbone up into the lumbar spine, into the thoracic spine, root down through the fingertips, gradually into the neck. Then use the eyes as you gaze back over that shoulder. And the vertebrae coming together, contracting here. And then slowly unfold, coming into the centre, pause. And then the other side, take the hands back, lengthen up through the spine. Very gently work through the lower back, mid back, upper back, into the neck, into the gaze of the eyes, and then return back into the centre. Oh, and then from here, inhale, we're going to include some raising of the arms. So we inhale, raise the arms up, belly, mid-chest, upper chest, look up between the hands, and then turn to your right side. Exhale, right hand behind, left hand on the knee. Begin to turn to gaze over that shoulder. And then inhale, raise the arms, belly, mid-chest, upper chest, and exhale to the opposite side. One more time in this way. Inhale, raise the arms, look up, and exhale. Inhale, raise the arms, and exhale. And then from here, come back into the centre for Janu Sirsasana. So the left leg is long, the right foot inside the left leg. Mindful to take the foot underneath if you need to. And again, just turn, take the left hand back, right hand on the outside of the left knee, lengthen up through the spine. Begin to turn to gaze over the shoulder. Keep the head centred. And then when you return, release the hands. And just take the hands either side of that front leg, invite the little toe towards you. And begin that forward motion. Take the gaze beyond the toes. And again, we're looking for that release in the lower back. Soften the hands, soften the belly. Good, breathing into the belly, breathing out from the belly. Maybe the hands coming closer towards the foot, but just go to a place that feels okay. Good. And then gently bring the hands back towards you. Use the right hand, bring the right knee in, shake the legs out. And then the other side. Bring the left foot in, take the right hand back, lengthen up through the spine, begin to turn from the tailbone, that's spiraling up as you gaze over the shoulder. Work into the eyes, and then gradually come out of that, come to face that front leg, bring the hands down. There's a softness here, there's a soft forward motion. Take the gaze beyond the toes, feel that length through the lower back. Keep lengthening through the lower back as you extend into that forward bend. Keep breathing out, back of the legs. Good. Let's take one more breath here. And again, release the hands back towards you. Use the hand, bring the left knee in, shake the legs out. Come into Dandasana, point the toes towards you, and then point the toes away from you. But keep rooting into the sitting bones so you create that length through the spine. Good. One more time in this way. And then roll over onto all fours. And come up into your cat posture. Spread the fingers, come onto your knees. Knees underneath the hips. And as you drop the belly, belly, mid-chest, upper chest as you take the head back, open the throat, pause here. Breathe out, upper chest, mid-chest, navel up towards the spine as you breathe out. Good. Twice more in this way. Inhale, belly, mid-chest, upper chest, collarbones nice and wide. Breathe out, upper chest, mid-chest, and back to the belly. Go again. Waken up the spine, belly, mid-chest, upper chest. Pause here. Separate the sitting bones. And exhale, upper chest, mid-chest, belly. Draw the lower belly up towards the spine. Good. And then slowly just take the knees nice and wide. Take the weight off the hands. Drop the buttocks back towards the heels. And gaze forward between the hands as you draw up the chest down so you get a little bit more opening in the hips. Good. And then bring the hands back into your tabletop. Bring the knees back into the centre. And take the left leg back, tuck the left toes under. Come onto the ball of the left foot. Notice the tendency to drop the head here. And then we'll open up the front body. So root down through the left hand and the ball of the left foot. From the belly, inhale, raise the right arm up out to the side. Inhale, belly, mid-chest, upper chest, and breathe out, upper chest, mid-chest. And just maybe take that arm a little way under the body so it doesn't touch the ground. Then inhale, belly, mid-chest, upper chest, open. Exhale, upper chest, mid-chest, belly. Final time in this way. Inhale. Keep rooting down through the ball of that left foot to open the body. And then return. Upper chest, mid-chest, belly. Bring that hand down, bring the foot back, come into downward dog, tuck the toes under, come up into downward dog, put the head between the arms. As you breathe out, breathe navel toward the spine, breathe out through the mouth. Long out breath, keep giving to the hands, good. Take one more breath here. And then drop down onto your knees, the other side. So we take the right leg back, tuck the right toes under, encourage that right heel down towards the ground. And then as you root down through the ball of the right foot, right hand, inhale from the belly, left arm comes up, belly, mid-chest, upper chest, tops of the thighs come together. Breathe out, upper chest, mid-chest, belly. Breathe in, belly, mid-chest, upper chest, open. Breathe out, upper chest, mid-chest, belly. Final time, breathe in, belly, mid-chest, upper chest, and breathe out, upper chest, mid-chest, belly. Come back onto all fours again, just transition into your downward dog, tuck the toes under, bring the head between the arms, hang out in your downward dog. Good. And then when you drop the knees down, send the knees nice and wide, and we're going to come up into an upper body twist. So we send the knees nice and wide, and the right palm faces uppermost, and it comes underneath the left elbow, and the right ear comes down towards the ground. So the back of the right hand is in contact with the ground, the right ear comes down, and then creep the left fingers forward, the left elbow's lifted. So you're rooting down through the left hand, back of the right palm. Good. Keep breathing into the back body. Feel that rotation in the upper back. Good. Let's take one more breath here and slowly bring that left hand towards you underneath the shoulder. Bring the right hand back. Plant the right hand down. Take the left arm under. Bring the left ear down. Back of the left hand in contact with the ground. Creep the right fingers forward. Keep the right elbow lifted. And again, root down through the back of the left hand, palm of the right hand. And just encourage that left shoulder blade away from the spine. Good. Let's take one more breath here. Inhale into the belly. Exhale. And then bring that top hand towards you. Again, gentle transition into downward dog. Spread the fingers, tuck the toes under, lift the knees, come up into your downward dog. Hang out in your downward dog. And then when you drop down onto the knees, release the toes, bring the right knee through the hands, tuck the left toes under, walk the left leg back, come up onto your fingertips. So you're just settling on that right heel. And then from here, belly, mid-chest, upper chest as you gaze forward. And then we're going to turn to gaze over that right shoulder. So we slowly turn over the right shoulder, and you're feeling that release in the lower back as you turn. Keep breathing out. With each out breath, there's a sense of release. Good. Rooting down through the hands, keeping the head level. And then slowly back into the center. Tuck the back toes under again, transition into your downward dog, plant the hands down. Come up into your downward dog and out in your downward dog. Hey, breathing out through the mouth, let go of the head, neck, release the neck. And then the other side, drop the knees down, bring the left knee through the hands, tuck the right toes under, with the right leg back, come onto that heel. Keep the collarbones nice and wide, rooting down through the hands. Inhale, belly, mid-chest, upper chest, and then slowly turn to gaze over the left shoulder. With each out breath, moving a little bit deeper into that twist. Good. Keep the gaze soft, and then slowly come back into the center. Tuck the back toes under, plant the hands down, come up into your downward dog. And then we're going to do that once more each side. So we drop down onto the knees. We bring the right knee through. Slowly from the tailbone, we begin to turn. Keep the head at horizon level as you turn. Gazing over the right shoulder. And with each out breath, there's that release in the lower back. Good. And then slowly, back toes tucked under, plant the hands down into your downward dog. Hang out in your downward dog, maybe ease out through the knees, walking your dog. On the other side, drop the knees down, bring the left knee through, tuck the right toes under, come up onto your fingertips. Keep dropping down, collarbones nice and wide. Slowly turn to gaze over that left shoulder. Keep rooting down through the hands. Breathing out, long out breath. And then when you return to the center, again that transition into your downward dog. So this time we're planting the hands down, planting the feet down, easing out the lower back. As you breathe out, lower belly in and up. As if you're emptying out, good. And then from here, come into a squat, bring the hands towards you, soften the knees, come into a squat. Gazes forward and just slowly come up to stand. And stand nice and tall. Have the feet facing forward in Tadasana, drop the shoulder blades down the back body. And just take some time to drop the breath down into the belly. Eyes nice and soft. Just take a moment to stand, to be present. Just have a sense of life as it unfolds moment by moment, breath by breath. Returning to that sense of stillness, beyond the chatter of the mind, beyond those judgments, comparisons. And then we'll do a little bit of work on the shoulders. So we take the feet a little wider apart, bring the arms up, take the elbows out to the side. And we turn from side to side, so we bring one shoulder blade in and one shoulder blade away. Keep rooting down through the feet. And if you're not comfortable with the head moving in this way, then just keep the head centered and just allow the arms to move. But really have a sense of the shoulder blade coming in and then moving out. Keep the arms lifted. Good. And then when you return back to the centre nice and slowly, release the arms down beside you. A little bit of work on the shoulders, feet forward. Inhale, bring the shoulders up towards the ears, squeeze them together, breathe out through the mouth. Twice more, inhale. Final time, inhale. And all of that prepares us nicely for our balance, our tree posture. So we notice what happens when we think about a balance. We notice the pressure that we might put ourselves under. And we just allow that to be nice and fluid. We allow those thoughts to come and go. We know that this is about the gaze. The breath stays in the belly to anchor us. We root down through one leg. And we just gently bring the other foot up inside the leg. Keep the gaze forward. Maybe the hands come out to the side. Maybe they come up. Maybe we're using a wall if we need to. Soft forward gaze. Or maybe there's just one foot gently on top of the other. But we have a sense of that effort. We release, we loosen the effort. Good. And then when you come out with control. Take the weight from one foot to the other. And then the other side, root down through your standing leg. Try not to drop your gaze. Bring the other foot in. A little bit of weight through the foot into the side of the thigh. As you raise the arms up, drop the breath into the belly. Soft gaze. Notice that tendency to tighten the jaw. Soften the mind. When the mind is gripping, then the body begins to grip. Good. Let's take one more breath here. And when you come out of it, come into a forward bend, slowly into a forward bend. The knees can be soft here, weight of the head. Release through the lower back. And then when you come up, bring the arms out to the side to bring you up, all the way up. And bring the hands to the heart. Step forward on your mats for your vinyasa. When the in-breath arrives, breathe into the belly, mid-chest, upper chest, like backward bend here. Breathe out, upper chest, mid-chest, to the belly. Breathe in halfway, out through the mouth. Deep inhale, arms bring you up, all the way up, palms together, and exhale, hands to the heart. And just go again in that way, from the ground upwards, breathing in, looking up. Breathing out, forward bend, let go of the head and the neck. Inhale halfway, out through the mouth. Soft knees from the ground, inhale, belly, mid-chest, upper chest. Breathe out. Hands return to the heart. One more time in this way, deep breath in. Long out breath, emptying out. Inhale halfway. Out through the mouth. Soft knees, deep inhale from the ground upwards. Rising up, hands to the heart. Just pause there. And then we'll lunge the left leg back. So deep inhale. Deep exhale. Inhale halfway. Out through the mouth. Slowly take the left leg back. Looking forward, drop the buttocks, lift the chest. Good, a little bit of motion here. Extend through the front leg, the back leg comes up, step the feet together, line up the hands and the feet. Soft knees, inhale, arms bring you up, all the way up. And exhale, hands to the heart. The inhalation comes from above. The exhalation coming from below. Inhale halfway. Exhale. Slowly take the right leg back. Looking forward. Drop the buttocks, lift and open the chest. Little bit of motion through the body. Extend through the front leg, the back leg floats up. Step the feet together. Uttanasana, forward bend. Inhale, soft arms, bring you up all the way up. And exhale, hands to the heart. Pause here. Breath in the belly. And then we'll repeat that, but with a slight variation. So we inhale up. We exhale. Flat back. Out through the mouth. Left leg back. Bring the right hand inside the right foot. So lining up the right foot, right hand, left hand. Inside. Inside. And then drop that back knee down. Drop the back knee down and release the toes. And then soften the elbows. Soften the elbows so that the knee comes towards the ear. Good. So we're really working into the hips now as the gaze is forward. Good. And then tuck the back toes under. Take the right hand to the outside the right foot. Again, that little bit of motion. And then bring the back leg up. And step the feet. Forward bend, soft knees, inhale, arms bring you all the way up, palms together, and exhale, hands to the heart. Allow the breath to settle. And then the right leg, so deep inhale, deep exhale, halfway. Out through the mouth. Right leg back. Looking forward. Left hand inside, left foot. Line up the both hands and the foot. Drop the back knee. We're working into the hips, release the toes. Soften the elbows so that the knee comes towards the outside ear. Good. Keep breathing out. And then tuck the back toes under, swivel to your open side. So all the way around to your open side and come into a nice wide angle forward bend. Inhale, hands onto the hips, come up halfway. Deep inhale, come up fully. Prepares us nicely for Virabhadrasana 2. Turn the right foot out. And you can bring the feet in a little bit closer so they don't have to stay where they are. Left heel moves back and away. Inhale, float the arms up, gaze at the nail of the middle finger, and bend the front knee and direct the front knee towards the little toe. Good. And just soften into it. Take the breath into the belly, out from the belly, the jaws relaxed, the eyes are soft, strong back leg. And then from here into Parsvakonasana, so that front arm, the forearm comes down onto the thigh and the back hand comes up and over the head. Good. And just drop that back heel, the top hip, just drop the top hip down. Good. And you're leaning on that front thigh. Good. Strong legs. And then deep inhale, the arm comes up, the body follows. Square the feet towards the front. Pause here. So feel all that lovely vitality now beginning to move around the body. And then the other side, take the left foot out, right heel away. Inhale into Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Turn to gaze at the nail of the middle finger. So this is your drishti, your focal point. The strength comes not only from the body, but from the ability to concentrate, to focus. Good. And then from here into Parsvakonasana, bring the arm down, back hand comes up over the ear, drop the top hip down. Good. Breathing into the belly, breathing out from the belly. Good. And then windmill that top arm down, come into flank stretch. Lift the back heel so you're facing that left leg. Good. And then from here, move into downward dog. So plant the hands down, soften the front knee into downward dog. From downward dog, come into plank. And then from plank, soften the elbows and begin to lower the body down towards the ground. Have the arms down beside you, turn the head to one side. Big toes come together, heels flop out to the side, and take some breaths. And again, feel all that lovely vitality, that life force moving around the body. And then we'll do a little strengthening on the back body. So versions of Shalabhasana, bring the chin onto the mat. Take the hands into fists and bring them underneath the body into the groin area. Keep the arms nice and long. And as you breathe in, keep the chin in contact with the ground. Just gently raise the legs up using the fists to raise the legs up and exhale to lower. Twice more in this way. Allow them to float up and lower. Strengthening the back body. And when you release the hands, turn the head in the opposite direction to the way it was before and take some breaths. And then we'll work on the upper body by bringing the forehead in contact with the ground. And as you breathe into the belly, feel the diaphragm go down and allow that upper body to come up. So the chest and the chin, the arms can stay in contact with the ground, and exhale to lower. So the gaze is downwards towards the ground. Breathe into the belly. So you're floating up, and exhale. Use the fronts of the feet, use the backs of the hands. Inhale. And when you come down again, turn the head to one side. Just relax the lower back. Relax the upper back. And then finally, for those that are happy to work with the full Shalabhasana, locust posture, bring the chin onto the mat. And as you take the breath into the belly, and the belly expands, the head, chest, arms and legs come up. Inhale up and exhale down. 3 times in this way, up to 3 times. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. And this time turn the head, bring the big toes together, release the lower back and rest. And then bring the right hand under the right shoulder, the left hand under the left shoulder to support the upper body. Move into child pose, walk the hands towards you. Bring the forehead down, relax the arms. Breathe into the back body. So this gentle inversion where the head is lower than the heart. And when you come up to sit, for your pranayama practice, come up and sit in a nice cross-legged position. Have everything you need for your relaxation, so maybe your socks or your blankets. Make sure the nostrils are clear. And that Nadi Shodhana. Nice upright spine. So left hand, thumb, finger gently touching, Jin Mudra. Right hand comes up. Close the right nostril with the thumb. Inhale up through the left. Close the left nostril. Exhale out through the right. Inhale up through the right. Close the right, exhale out through the left. And continue to breathe in this way. And you may have a sense that as you breathe in, breathing into the belly, mid-chest, upper chest, breathing out upper chest, mid-chest, returning back to the belly. You may also choose to include the Ujjayi control of the throat. It slows the breath down even further. Let's take one more round in this way. And when you've completed your breath out through the left nostril, release your hands and come to lie down for your relaxation. So be comfortable. Adjust and modify if you need to. Allow the breath to flow in and out from the belly. Just take some time to drop into the back of the body. Feel that support of the earth as you relax. And the invitation is to work with a relaxation based on Nadi Shodhana. So the palms are facing uppermost and the feet are flopped out to the sides. And the physical body doesn't move. But take the breath in through the left nostril, up to the brow, and then follow the breath out through the right nostril. And then in, up through the right nostril to the brow. And back down, out through the left nostril. And continue to breathe in this way. Imagine the breath in your mind's eye, travelling up through the nasal passages and flooding the brow centre with the breath. Let's take one more round in this way. Releasing as you breathe out, clearing as you breathe out. Turn to your natural breath. And then imagine, visualize the breath coming in through the left palm, up the arm to the heart center, and out down the right arm, out through the right palm. Inhaling up into the right palm, up through the arm to the heart, and out down the left arm, out through the left palm. And as you continue to breathe in this way, flooding the heart with the breath, feeling the heart, this lovely vitality and energy of the breath. Let's take one more round in this way. And then finally, visualize, imagine the breath coming in, up through the sole of the left foot, all the way up the leg into the belly, and out down the right leg, out through the sole of the right foot, in, up through the sole of the right foot to the belly, and out all the way out down the left leg, out through the sole of the left foot. And each time you breathe in this way, flooding the belly with the breath. And as you breathe out, there's a sense of clearing, releasing, cleansing. Let's take one more round in this way. And as you take the breath out through the sole of the left foot, maybe a sense of lightness. As if you're floating like a cloud. Light and above thoughts, above emotions. Just allowing thoughts to come and go. Allowing feelings to come and go. Allowing sensations to come and go. So that all there is awareness. Just an awareness of awareness as you rest. And starting to slowly return back into the physical body. And maybe wriggling fingers and toes. Notice how it feels to reawaken the physical body. And as the eyes open, take in the walls around you. And you might choose to bring the knee in towards the chest or just work in a way that feels right for you. And then rolling over onto your side, take some breaths on your side. And gradually coming up to sit. Nice and slowly. Good. Namaste. Oh, thank you.